There's a tiny creature in our midst that's growing in numbers, a creature that can spread disease and wreak havoc with our lives. The black-legged tick thrives in our woods and often in our own backyards. Tonight, Jennifer Crompton takes on ticks and tick-borne diseases and explains what you may be doing to help them spread.
I still have global muscle weakness where since the paralysis, I have not independently wiggled my fingers in 4 years.
Kelly Downing has experienced paralysis, partial blindness. She can't drive or work anymore as a special needs teacher.
I have a seizure disorder. I have massive sensory neurological impairments throughout my body. And
this is from a tick.
This is from a tick.
After years of suffering, finally a diagnosis: Lyme disease and at least 2 other tick-borne co-infections.
I like to think of ticks as nature's dirty needle. When you get bit by one, you never know what's there.
Here in New Hampshire, the black-legged tick, formerly known as the deer tick, is responsible for nearly all disease transmission.
This is a male of black-legged tick.
That is tiny.
Dr. Alan Eaton has been catching and counting ticks here for 3 decades and says their numbers are increasing and spreading. Spring and fall, high season for adult black-legged ticks. The immature nymph version, considered the greatest risk, most active right now through July.
So they're smaller, they can carry the disease as well. They're easier for us to miss, they're harder to see, and they're harder to feel when they're crawling on you.
New Hampshire has some of the highest Lyme disease rates in the country. Over 1,300 new diagnosed cases each of the past 5 years. And now new tick-borne diseases are on the rise. Cases of anaplasmosis have more than tripled in that time. Cases of babesiosis nearly quadrupled to 52 last year. They don't have the Lyme-specific bullseye rash, but do have debilitating symptoms.
If you start to have flu-like symptoms in the summertime, so you're achy, maybe have a fever, not feeling well, malaise, then you might want to seek information from your healthcare provider about getting diagnosed.
Black-legged ticks like shade and moisture, and it's in abundance in a state that's become increasingly wooded. They thrive in edge habitat, in the green bushes and plants along wooded areas where we recreate, and in many backyards, where deer visit and rock walls and wood piles make great homes for creatures like mice and chipmunks. The wild animals are hosts for the ticks. The state's tick-borne disease prevention plan tries to mitigate the risk.
So you can put down mulch barriers, you can remove the plants in your yard that deer tend to like. You can pull your bird feeders so that mice aren't getting seeds that they don't need in the summertime.
Keeping grass short helps too. Prevention includes wearing repellent, covering your body, keeping pets off beds, and most importantly, doing daily tick checks, since it can take from 24 to 36 hours for a tick to transmit a disease.
They like waistbands where your clothing restricts their movement. And other places where the clothing restricts movement. And I turn on bright lights. I make sure I put my glasses on, and I have mirrors to see behind me, see my back.
I am now living proof of how important it is to do those tick checks.
Jennifer Crompton, WMUR News 9.
Now,